I'm showing you how to make a quick and easy bend to chain link fence top rail. And this is a piece of chain link top rail. And in the past, I used this right here method where I would hook 3 of these pieces together, and I'd start the bend, and I'd come around these makeshift. They hold the bend onto this 14-foot trampoline. So you're using a 14-foot trampoline. Problem is this newer stuff that I bought, this chain link top rail, it's a little bit sloppier fit and it blows out really easy. This is a far better method, easier to do by yourself or with another person. So what you do is you hook it in. I'm all done with my bending, but I wanted to show you because it was so slick, so much easier than the other method. So I'm going to use one of my pieces that I've already got bent. And what you do is you get another piece of fencing top rail right here, chain link fence top rail, and you put it in. And this is your bender leverage piece, okay? So then you take that and you stick it into your, I'm just going to do it right here. I like using, well, I didn't really show you. On this right here, I use just scrap wood. It doesn't matter. It just kind of holds your bar up against this 14-foot trampoline. But your wood, you pinch it together and you pinch it on this seam here. You don't go out in it because as this bends, it can move a little bit and you don't want to rip your trampoline. This won't hurt your trampoline at all. I use a C-clamp right here and I clamp the 2 pieces together. It's quite easy here. You can see right here with this that you just kind of clamp the 2 pieces of wood on and you clamp it in at this seam. All right, so then what I do, you've got these, I don't know, about every 2.5, 3 foot, just to keep it guided on it. I take a bar like this. This is a door clamp, I think they call them, but you can get these at any of your hardware stores or borrow one. Just borrow one from someone who has them, if you can. And I just put it on. I've already got these, pre-adjusted, and I just flip it on there and flip it over, and it just kind of holds that piece in place. Then I come over here, and if you want, you can get on that other side. It'll be easier for you to show this. All right, perfect, thank you. This is already pre-bent, but it gives you the idea. That's the main thing. And what you do is you just bend it in along here, and those guides keep it right in place. And then right here, if you take a look at this piece right in here, where I have this bending bar, I'm out from it out a little ways. You get another person in here to throw their hip into it or whatnot, and they just pull it up there as I pull in here, and if they were to grab it right there, you can get a bend, and that's a 1-piece bend. Then you don't have to flip this thing. And that's all I did, and you're done as soon as you bent it like that. You'll notice that as you get going with this, as you get going without help, it'll start to bend a little bit right in here, and if it starts to do that, if you don't have, it depends on what chain link top rail you use. Some of them have a little bit more of a tighter fit and they don't bend and blow out right here as easy. If it's one that blows out easy, you can always just simply bend it up to right around in here, and then you flip it over. Let me show you real quick. You'd take that piece, then you'd flip it over, and then you'd slide this in place, clamp it over there, and then you just bend it just a little bit right in here. And once you've bent it like this, throw it in place, grab it, and then go, and you bend it in that far, then you're done. That's that piece. Then, when you're done with that, you get all of your pieces bent. For me, if, for example, I'm building a 52-foot greenhouse. And so you place all of these together, just like this, and then you slide them all together, and that's all I did here. Get them all lined up right in here, and that one would be right there. And then you come over here, and then you screw in right here. I just need to finish this up. I don't have an extra screw right here, a sheet metal screw, but you'll see it's a little bit sloppy in here. I don't have to pound that thing together. On my first one that I showed in a video where I did them all in one big piece and bent it all the way around the trampoline, you had to really, clamp it in place at each of these joints, Doing it with one piece at a time is far easier, and the result is just the same. And I would do it this way, it's easy. Let me show you what the arch looks like. When you get 3 of these things together, what you're gonna get. So let's come on over here. All right. Okay, here's one of the arches, and there you go, right there. So that arch, if you get that bend, okay, like that, what you've got is you've got this, are you helping me over there, buddy? Thanks. Okay, so what you've got, if you do a 22-foot arch, you're talking about 11 foot, close to 11 foot in the center. You can take it a little bit closer, but I like the 22 foot. If you go 24 foot, you know, you're talking, that arch is down lower. And I just like that 11-foot arch. That's what my other greenhouse is. And what I find is if that arch is high enough, then you don't need to have fans. It can just use convection with your greenhouse, and the air will just circulate through it on its own in the summer, and you just don't grow your greens so high in the greenhouse or they get hotter. But I will explain all of that. I'm going to put links to my other building a greenhouse and how I did it, and you can just take the ideas, improve on them, make it better for yourself. But you really need to have a greenhouse if you're in an area that gets cold at night, and it extends your growing season, and everything's much less bitter. Your plants, they're far better. You'll love it. But that's it. I'll put links to my other videos in building this greenhouse. Good luck and God bless.